How long does it take to get everything done for a launch? Find out in this product launch timeline video. Hi, I'm Natalie Lissier, your business strategist and digital visionary, and this is Off the Charts, where we help you reimagine what's possible in your business. You have an amazing product or program in the works, and you can't wait to launch it. But the problem is you don't know how long it's going to take to create, market, and do all the stuff that's required for launching a product successfully, so you're not sure how to fit it into your calendar. If this is the first time that you're launching a product online, then you need to recognize that it might take more time than you think it will. Sure, you could totally whip something together in no time and hope it sticks, but it's even better if you do it right from the get-go, because then you can improve from there. So how do you plan a product launch timeline in a way that allows you to get it done and out into the world without delaying the income that you can be making by having it out there already? Another question that I often get is, when is the right time of the year to launch a product? And the short answer is that there's no wrong time. If you're ready to launch, you should do it. Some of the best months in my business have been in the summer when most people take their vacation. I've also had clients do really well with launches during the holidays, so there's no off-limit time. What I want you to do now is to take a look at all the work that needs to go into your product launch, then break it down into smaller pieces, and from there it'll be easier to estimate how long each of those smaller pieces will take. It's important to remember that work expands to fill time. So if you allot yourself 1 hour to do a certain task, that's how long it'll take. On the other hand, if you set yourself a 25-minute timer, you might be able to beat your record. But it can be hard to know how long something will take until you start doing it. That's why it's important to break everything down into small chunks so that you can start to feel accomplished every day, even if you're not finishing the huge project that you have ahead of yourself. So once you have a task list of smaller pieces together, it's time to really reverse engineer what needs to get done when. For example, you might not need your shopping cart's thank you page after people order done right away, but you will want your opt-in page that announces that something's coming soon done as soon as you can, so you can tell people. Along those same lines, you'll probably want to start working on the sales page or a sales video script fairly early on so you can get feedback on that and make sure you're building the right product in the right time frame. Think about any outside vendors that you might need to coordinate with, whether it's a designer, a copywriter, developer, or a videographer. Usually when you're working with a collaborator, you need to budget a little bit more time for that communication piece and to make sure that everything lands properly. In my opinion, it's also important not to sacrifice your standards because a vendor isn't available right away. I see a lot of business owners work with less qualified copywriters or designers because those are the ones who are able to accommodate their timelines. But what you might not know is that the less experienced vendor might take even longer to work on your project than if you would have waited to work with your ideal person in the first place. And if you need to get on a waiting list to work with an awesome team, I'd say go for it, because it'll make your launch even more successful. Plus, it'll give you extra time to do the important marketing research work that you need to do to make sure that your product will be successful. Finally, put everything that you've figured out for your timeline into your calendar and then share this with your team and any vendors that you're working with. It's totally understandable to expect some slippage on deadlines, but be sure that you're clear which ones need to happen and which ones are a little less solid. Go ahead and pat yourself on the back. Planning a big product launch takes a lot of work, and the timeline is one of those things that most people overlook, so you're doing great. Now I want to know, do you have any favorite tips for planning a big project like this? Maybe you have a favorite calendar or marker that you use to plan big things? Go ahead and leave a comment below, and I can't wait to find out more about what you do. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up on YouTube and share it with your friends, and then make sure that you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you never miss any upcoming episodes of Off the Charts. And by the way, the 30-Day List Building Challenge is going strong, and if you haven't joined us yet, just go to 30daylistbuildingchallenge.com to sign up. It's totally free, and you'll learn how to build your list faster in the next 30 days than you have in the last 3 months.